young man in the first row, stand up, state your name, and read your essay.
Who, me?
Yes, read your essay, please.
I don't have it finished yet, man.
Well, then read what you have, young man.
The first day, my vacation. What I did on my summer vacation. The first day of my vacation, I woke up. Then I went downtown to look for a job. Then I hung out in front of the drugstore. The second day of my summer vacation, I woke up. Then I went downtown to look for a job. Then I hung out in front of the drugstore.
Welcome, Intrepid Travelers, to Geek Salad's episode 270, Holiday Road. You're welcome. I'm Andy.
I'm Mike.
I'm Joe.
And,
I'm Catherine.
Oh, Jesus. Sorry, Catherine. And tonight
Andy.
my bad. I suck. I'm sorry.
Tired, I think.
You're a hack and a fraud.
I'm a hacker. Yes, exactly. I am a charlatan to the worst degree. So anyway, tonight we are talking all about our dream vacations, where money is it's irrelevant to us, is consequence-free money. As we're wrapping up the summer, we can talk a little bit about, maybe we can even talk about how we spent our summers this year, but I really want to know what our absolute dream vacations are. Now, we haven't gotten any social media feedback yet. Doesn't mean that it won't happen. So we'll keep the lines open there for our chat if anybody is interested in joining us. But I am curious. So, Catherine, I'll actually start with you. What did you do on your summer vacation?
What?
What did you do on your summer vacation? Well, I understand that. What did you do any vacation this summer?
This summer. Vacation in the summer. In, what was it, January or February, we went to New York to go see the Jim Henson, the Henson Creature Shop.
Okay.
But
okay.
Yeah, it is crazy getting ready for release time for me. And Joe's Cheese Shop closes this Friday. So,
oh, man.
We've done things this summer, but summer vacation? Are you high?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just thinking because Mike just had an extravagant vacation. Joe and I, we're both married to women who work in the school system, so we only can take the summers.
Yeah, well. No, that didn't happen.
You guys didn't go anywhere this summer? Did you do any day trips or anything?
Yeah, no, not really, because Soph started working, so she's been kind of doing her own thing working and doing her own kind of thing, and it just wasn't in the cards this year. So
I gotcha. Mike, do you want to say what you did on your summer vacation?
I just came back from Southern California about 3 days ago.
Yep.
John and I went to D23 Expo like we do every couple years.
Yep.
Went to Disneyland, did the Oogie Boogie Bash Halloween party, which was kind of fun.
Nice.
But other than that, we didn't really do a whole lot.
Oh, other than that.
Other than that.
Yeah, I mean, come on. I mean, jeez.
We did have a very nice Great Gatsby-themed afternoon tea.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, lovely. It does kill me, though, that Disney does their Halloween stuff so friggin' early in the year.
I didn't mind because otherwise there was no way we would get to it.
True. And as for me and my family, we took a cruise out to first we left Boston, sailed up to Halifax in Nova Scotia, and then went down to Bermuda, which I've never been to Bermuda, so it was lovely.
No, that's nice.
Kind of the extent of our vacations. And actually,
that's kind of a roundabout way of getting to Bermuda.
Yeah, it's also the first time I've ever felt a ship book it, like from Halifax and landing in Bermuda like a day and a half later. It was crazy.
Well, the thing is, you don't realize how far north Bermuda actually is.
Oh yeah, it's not in the Caribbean, but it's parallel to like North Carolina, but it's still like a couple hundred miles out to sea.
Yeah,
and it's a tiny little island too. The history is fascinating. It really is. So if you've never been to Bermuda before, definitely I'd recommend it. But and actually, yeah. Sorry, Catherine, go ahead.
Your cruise is less eventful than my boss had. Did you hear about that ship that got stranded and Zuckerberg's yacht ignored their calls for help, and so they got rescued by a cruise ship?
No.
In Alaska.
Yeah, I did hear that.
Yeah.
One of our VPs was on that cruise.
Wow.
He was sleeping in, but his son saw the whole thing.
Lovely.
Wrong rich person, Dad.
But yeah, they had to like turn the cruise ship around to go get him.
Oh my God, that's horrifying.
But they were all okay, so that was good, and the cruise ship rescued them and got them help and everything, so that was cool.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, and actually, as we're talking right now, I am on a vacation, but it's more like a staycation because on Friday we are bringing my daughter to college, so I needed the time just to kind of just to hang out with her a little bit more before she's off.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's already been a whirlwind of stuff. So anyway, let's get into this. I did send out the social media on our Blue Sky and our Facebook, and hopefully we'll see some results coming in here. Hopefully some people joining us in the chat at some point. But who wants to go first? Tell me. I saw some honorable mentions on here. So who wants to go first?
Well, I'll go first with my honorable mention.
All right, yeah. What's that?
And I know this is going to sound like the most boomerish senior citizen thing out there, but I have always wanted to do a Viking river cruise.
Sailing through the heart of historic cities and landscapes with Viking, you'll see things differently. You'll get closer to iconic landmarks, to local life and cultural treasures. All in complete comfort as you sail on board our fleet of award-winning ships. It's an experience that only a river can give you, that only Viking can give you. These are journeys that will forever change your perspective on the world, and perhaps even yourself. So spend less time getting there and more time being there. Viking River Cruises, exploring the world in comfort.
Yep.
In Europe.
Joe, that is actually a piece of what I'm going to be talking about.
Have you? Because I've been to West Germany. Well, it was just West Germany at the time, but I've been to Germany and Switzerland and that whole kind of area, and I absolutely fell in love with it. But I would just imagine just taking a cruise on the Danube from its source all the way up to the to the North Sea. That'd be just so unbelievable. That'd be the dream.
Yeah. Have you ever actually watched like a YouTube travel video on taking a Viking River cruise?
No.
It's fascinating. It's fascinating because, as I mentioned, we travel, we cruise quite a bit. Now we do. It's like we just our third cruising, and I feel like we're already old timers on it. But there's an industry of travel bloggers that do their stuff on YouTube, very similar, like Mike, to the Disney travel bloggers. And what they're saying is that like Viking River cruises are starting to skew younger and younger. I mean, my mother and my stepfather went to one about like 7 or 8 years ago, and by this point, she was nearing 70. He was, I think, just 70, and they were the youngest people on that thing.
Well, that's why I said it was the most boomer take I had.
Yeah. But I think Viking recognizes that. It's like, where do we advertise? We advertise on PBS, for Christ's sakes.
I like PBS and I like Rick Steves. God damn it!
I love PBS. I love Rick Steves because I just want to pretend that every time he's going on an adventure, it's like covertly some kind of operation in the skin trade of like all these little things in Europe.
Well, he's lighting a blunt in every European country.
All respect to that dude for being so open about his marijuana usage. I love Rick Steves. Yeah. But everything, it just sounds like he's just trying to find like the latest in Danish brothels and stuff.
Anyways.
So, yeah. Anyway, back to your idea of the river cruise for your honorable mention.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know why. It's just because, one, all respect to you, Andy. I have no, whatever floats your boat, you will never, ever get me out on a cruise ship. It's just, dude, you would have to put me under the same sedative that they put me under when I was in the ICU to get me on a cruise.
We'd have to give you the B.A. Baracus pre-flight treatment.
No, Catherine, I was on the Michael Jackson juice when I was in the ICU. So,
oh man!
So they'd have to give me that to put me on a cruise.
All right. You know what, Joe?
That was it on the A team. Was they knocked him out?
Yeah. Not spoiling anything, but when I go over my thing, I'll kind of say my piece about it. Why that might not be as necessary as you think it might be. So.
But being on the it's I don't want to say like a lazy river, but it'd be just like it almost would feel like you're in your back porch, having a glass of wine and just watching the European countryside going by. And just relax, just chill.
Yeah.
Being as European as you possibly could.
Yeah. The beauty of those also, Joe, in their fares, they include an excursion per day.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to visit the castles and shit.
Well, of course you do. But, it's like that's part of your cruise fare. It's not it's not like an extra that you have to pay for, like, separately.
Mm-hmm.
So... Anyway, yeah.
So
awesome.
That's my honorable mention.
Awesome. Okay, Catherine, what about you? What is your honorable mention?
All right, this is pretty boring, but it was like, wait a minute, money is no object. I am all set. I'm gonna retire.
Ah.
Screw it. I'm done working. I can vacation when I want, and I can just do hobbies and keep up the house all the time.
Amen.
Lovely. So that's like an all-in-one. Every day is a vacation for you.
Yes.
Lovely. That's pretty good. Do you care to get into any more detail there, or is it's just like, fuck it, I'm not working anymore?
It's like, why go on one big blitz of a vacation when I could just stop working and not worry about it ever again? Which is why it's an honorable mention, because it's not very interesting. It's imaginative, but it's like
the dream.
Yeah,
it is absolutely the dream.
I am done. Goodbye.
Kiss my ass! I'm out of here.
Or as our recently retired VP of marketing said at his retirement lunch, "Peace out, motherfuckers."
fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. And fuck you, I'm out.
Nice. Awesome. How about you, Mike?
Well, I've got one that's kind of no surprise for me, but unfortunately, it's a little bit more of a fantasy than just money no object, because one of these you cannot pay money to stay at,
Right.
and that is the Cinderella Castle Suite at Disney World. You cannot buy a night there. You have to they have to be offering it as like a contest prize.
Yeah.
And those are kind of few and far between. But if money no object, fancy whatever, I'm going to stay at the Cinderella Castle Suite, which is actually inside the castle, right there in Disney World, and then a dinner at Club 33.
Nice.
Which again, this one you can pay for, but you have to pay I think it's $25,000 for an annual membership, and then it's $10,000 every year to keep it going. And I believe right now their waiting list for getting into it is, I want to say, between 12 and 17 years.
Yeah.
But again, hey, money no object, fancy whatever. That's my honorable mention.
Yeah, at least money could theoretically get you the Cinderella Castle Suite if you knew somebody had won it. Be like, I will give you $5 million.
There you go.
Nice. Okay, and for me, mine is so ridiculous, but it's definitely something I know I can at least convince Joe to do. I don't know, Catherine or Mike, if you be game for this, but I have some other friends also that would be involved with this. With money just being irrelevant, I would be buying several sports cars in Rome. I would just have them there ready in Rome. I would fly any of my friends who are game to meet me in Rome, take possession of their new car, and on the seat of your car, you are going to find a really nice handgun. Because, my friends, we are driving around Rome and having a Bond-style chase and shootout.
Oh my god!
I'm down.
I mean, I don't want to get killed, so
I am so bad at go-karts. I'm so bad because I'm such a safe driver. I slow down on the turns, so I would be.
There goes Captain into the Coliseum.
I would. You know what? I will hand the keys to my husband because he'd love it.
Oh my God! And can you imagine too? Because think about it this way: you're going to be driving on the right side of the car.
Yep. And
so
also
on
the other hand, aren't they largely standards over there?
Yes, they are.
In that case, I'm taking the keys back because my husband. I'm like, you're gonna have to deal with this because I'm the one that drives stick.
Almost every it's amazing to me. It's like all the cars are itty bitty. They're almost all standard. Yet they suffer far less air pollution than anything we see here, where most of our, where we can even have like hybrid motored cars, because you really can't do a hybrid as a standard. As far as I'm aware, please correct me if I'm wrong.
No.
But
it's not.
Yeah. And I love my.
Isn't there like an all-electric Ferrari? Is like super sports car?
Yeah, you couldn't do a hybrid. I can't see a hybrid standard, but I could see an electric standard.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's true, because you're just running the full engine.
You can't do electric standards.
Oh, okay.
It's been tried.
I can't do that.
You can do electric hybrids though. I mean, electric. You can do hybrid standards because Formula One cars are hybrids in their standards.
Interesting.
We'll listen to the resident gearhead on this one.
Yeah, seriously. I'll tell you that straight up though, completely off topic, Joe. When we went on our cruise this summer, we went on the we sailed away on the last day of the World Cup, and as soon as the trophy and embarrassment ceremony was over, it cut to the most European things I've ever seen on a sports channel. I watched so much rugby. Like all Australian rugby, and there was motocross, and there was some Formula One on there, but not like
Bermuda is a British territory, so
it had nothing to do with that either. This is just what they're showing on the cruise.
No.
So yeah, it was crazy. Anyway, fuck Argentina. I'm glad they lost. Let's continue now. To our picks here. So, Joe, we'll kick back to you here. I told you this was going to be a short show, so we're all tired from our thing. So go ahead, Joe.
Life is just draining.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way. So, money no object. If I could, Puerto Rico is so near and dear to my heart, and every time I go there, it completely renews my soul, and it's one of those things where every time I go down, I'm like, oh God, I want to share this with all my friends. I want to bring everybody down and show everybody why I love this island so much.
Welcome to Fantasy Island.
And what I would do is I would rent an entire vacation complex down there. Because again, being a touristy island, there are a lot of, vacation rentals, complexes and stuff like that. So I would rent an entire complex for 2 weeks, all expenses paid vacation for all my friends.
I am so down for your vacation. I want this so much. It's like, you got to play the lottery so we can make this happen, man.
Yeah, seriously.
I mean, I'd be down.
And a lot of these, and the great thing is, a lot of these complexes are right on the water.
Mm-hmm. Of course they are.
They're fully furnished and everything else like that. So you don't have to, so you can come down and, it's got the own kit. You can do your own thing, and then I use it as a base for I'd be like the ultimate tour guide for the island. And and what a great thing that they do in Puerto Rico is like they take school buses and they'll cut the tops off, and they'll just paint them all up and everything, and just put horns and everything else, and they'll take people around for tours around the island and just show everything off. But it's so much fun.
There's actually one of those at Stone Cow Creamery in Barrie.
But yeah, we do like a day in Old San Juan, and then do a day in at the rainforest El Yunque, and do the swimming holes there, and then there's they have wild horses in Puerto Rico, and you can ride, and there's also like horse rides, so you can like go to this farm where they'll let you ride the horses on the beach and stuff like that, and it's that'd be it.
Nice.
So awesome.
I would, I'm down with that. I know my family would be down for that, especially because I'm not a beach guy. I mean, for somebody who was born in Rhode Island, who goes on a lot of cruises, who, was going to the Cape every summer, I'm not a beach guy, but my wife and my daughter are super beach people. So I know they would love it. Of course, I'd just be at whatever rum distillery you're showing me next. So,
oh God, well, yeah, well, no, you see, and that's the thing. We wouldn't go to the Bacardi distillery because that's not Puerto Rican. That's actually Cuban. And the Republican. So we would go to the Sorayas distillery, which is in the southern part of the island in Ponce. They're homemade, they're homegrown, completely Puerto Rican owned, and they make the Don Q rum, and it's we definitely do that.
Oh, that's lovely.
And then and then there's this, and if you're like a foodie, there's this like they call it in Spanish. It's La Ruta del Lechon, which is basically translates to the pig's route or the pork route, which is like a 5-mile stretch of road where they have these roadside diners that do roast pig,
right?
Or lechon asado, which is the signature dish of Puerto Rico. Let's just say. So
very cool. There'd
be enough to keep everybody busy for 2 weeks. I can trust me. I can come up with a shitload.
Oh, I'm sure. And it being, again, money no object. I mean, I'm sure.
Money no object. Oh yeah.
Oh, every night going to some new place.
Oh, every night. And that's the great thing is like every night there's Puerto Rico is like dotted with like these roadside bars where there's always dancing. There's always live. You're always going to find something with live music and with dancing and just the place is hops at night. And it doesn't matter if it's a Monday or a Friday night.
Nice.
I mean, I'm not a beach guy either. I'm sure you guys are really shocked by that, about my pasty white complexion here. But yeah, other than like the beach part, everything else sounds fantastic.
But the thing is, it's also great because you got to remember Puerto Rico is 500 years old. Yeah. There's so much history. I mean, Old San Juan alone is worth 4 or 5 days.
Yeah. I mean, the history part really appeals to me because that's one of my majors in college was history. So.
Oh God, yeah, you'd be right at home.
Nice. Yeah, that sounds amazing to me. And it's one of those things too. Like whenever we look at cruise itineraries, that always comes up. Like Puerto Rico and St. Thomas, and it's just like, oh, I really want to do that at some point. And maybe Joe, you hit the lottery, then maybe we will get to do it. Yeah.
There won't be any signals, but you will be getting an invitation in the mail.
Yeah.
Along with a couple plane tickets for all of you.
Nice. Awesome. All right, that is awesome. All right, well, Catherine, your turn.
All right. So what I would do, I would get all of my friends and family all together for a week-long vacation to Disney World for a wedding anniversary celebration for me and my husband. We eloped, so we never had a reception. So we would just have a big old bash, like, a couple evening gatherings, but we're not going to chain everybody down. Mostly it's going to be like, go play in the parks, have a lot of fun, but then we're going to have a renewal of vows ceremony conducted by Kermit the Frog.
Nice.
Aww.
Piggy, I thought Gonzo was going to play the minister.
So let me ask you, Catherine, in this amazing sounding vacation, where are you putting us all up?
Oh, I don't know.
Might I impose and say the Polynesian?
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah,
dude, the Polynesian ruined me.
It would definitely. I don't know. I've heard the Animal Kingdom one is really cool because they just you just look out the back window and there are just animals. It's like you just look out your balcony and there's a giraffe. I have a coworker.
I'd actually gotta go me down for that. I would love to wake up seeing it next to animals.
Yeah, I have a coworker who bought into the Disney Club, Disney Vacation Club.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, she's very much a Disney adult, and she was talking about that one, and it's they give you a guide that tells you what all the animals you could see are, and it's like. So I'd have to research it, but that would be my go-to option. Would be the Animal Kingdom. But it would definitely be one of the resorts that just has direct access to the park. Yeah. Not one of the cheap places because we have all the money. You know, we have all the money. I can hire a bunch of people to sing "He'll Make Me Happy."
I think it'd be awesome having a gospel choir singing that. Oh, that is really fun sounding. Here's the funny thing also, and this is, you know, not to harsh anybody's buzz or anything like that. Animal Kingdom is near none of the parks.
Yeah.
Not even Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
Really?
It's weird.
It is the one park that's kind of like set way apart from the others.
It's not on any of the fun transportation. It's all buses. It's one of those things that it's come up in conversation with you know, in our family travels. Like, let's do Animal Kingdom. It's like, I don't know, I kind of want to take a monorail somewhere. But the appeal of it, though, that's the thing. The appeal of it is the best part. You know, with my luck, I just wake up and like, oh, look, there's jackals fucking in front of my window. Great.
I mean, that's fun too. Come on.
The circle of life continues.
Exactly. Actually, I do know that they're like kind of little outposts in the savannah area of that African safari ride in Animal Kingdom, and you can actually like rent those out, and they'll like have guests, and so you can actually sit and have dinner or lunch right in the middle of the safari while you're surrounded by the animals. I think that'd be cool.
There's a lot there to recommend it, which is great.
Yeah.
So, but excellent. Oh, that sounds like fun. Catherine, anything else you want to say about your amazing wedding renewal?
I don't know. I didn't get too much into the details. It's mostly just like I want to gather all my friends together, all my husband's friends together, and just have a really nice, good time celebrating life and stuff.
Yeah.
Will Mickey ears be required?
No.
Absolutely.
Okay. We just got invited to a wedding that is going to be of a Beauty and the Beast / Bridgerton theme, and it is asked upon us that we wear period era costumes. So I think that'll be interesting.
Careful with the corsets.
Yeah, I know. You know, I put on a lot of weight since, you know, I had my my respiratory issues. So I don't know if I'm going to fit in one. Squeeze my ass into one of them. So.
Hey, you know, Jack Nicholson wore a girdle on Witches of Eastwick.
Yes, he in fact did. I just recently rewatched that movie too, and I forgot. You know, didn't really forget, but man, Susan Sarandon was a smoke show back then.
Yeah.
Well,
she's actually kind of a smoke show now. I mean, I saw the Bad Moms movie she did, and it's like, wow, okay, well then, someone's aged really well. Anyway.
Yeah, when you have the facial structure for it, you're just going to age great.
Right, exactly.
Her, Sigourney Weaver, Angelina Jolie, Shirley Will.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly. Jesus. All right, Mike, go ahead.
I don't know. I think I might have to go last because I've got a long itinerary here.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So I'll talk about mine. You know, as we mentioned, we my wife and I have discovered cruising. We have been on 3 cruises in the last 2 years. That's how much we love cruising. Seriously.
Is that the verb that people normally use?
You know what pisses me off the most is that one of my favorite button-down shirts is a pineapple shirt. I can't wear that fucking thing on a cruise. Oh my god! If you know, you know.
Do you take your top off there?
Oh god, yeah. Well, you know, the funny thing is, we talked about that once. Like, what do you think our luck is? We'd actually have an attractive couple who'd want to like start something, and I'm like, none, 0. It's old weirdos. Like, oh, great, you're my parents' age. Stop that. But so we discovered cruising, which is great too because I feel like it's more affordable than our previous like oh yeah, we can do Disney every other year. That'll make sense. I love Disney, so don't get me wrong about that. But cruising is easy. We get to check out new places. And every time I come home, if Autumn needs to distract herself, especially because our eldest is going off to college, she's usually like nose deep in the laptop trying to figure out the best way to budget a cruise for like next summer or the summer after that. We already have one booked for when James goes to Iceland in 2 years. That is how deep she is going into this. And I got a text yesterday from her saying that the Disney cruise lines are going to start selling out of New York. So much going on there. So my pick for, my money is no object vacation, I want to cruise around the world. And that includes not just one cruise ship. I want to get off of cruise ships and go on to other cruise ships. I want to do the Viking cruises. I want to literally be able to hop off a cruise ship, take a bus to the port where the riverboat is, and just take the riverboat throughout all of Europe. Stopping along the way, doing the excursions, doing all of that stuff. I want to see as much of the world as I possibly can. And after that, we get to the end of, say, Europe. I hop on another ship and I keep going, and we go until we can't go no mo. And of course, doing this, I would definitely pay for the drinks package. You know what? I've been on cruises. So we've cruised on 2 cruise lines already. We've cruised on Princess, the Love Boat. And we've cruised on Norwegian now. We got the free at sea with Norwegian. This was hands down the drunkest cruise I've ever been on in my life. And I'm not talking about myself. I'm talking about everybody else around me. Oh my God, everybody. It's like everybody had the free at sea because it was just like it was built into everybody's cruise fare. So, just the second we got on the ship, we weren't even in our cabins yet. And people are lining up at the bar. They're all tanked. It was crazy. And, when we went on Princess, we had a really nice drinks package, too, that their bars are better. I was able to get what I wanted. At night, when I tried to be, a sophisticate, and I'd try to ask for a Vesper Martini, Princess could get it for me. NCL could not. But, yeah, just going around the world. And then, areas going to Japan and cruising around the island and stopping at all the different ports and getting off and checking out all the stuff, doing Australia and doing the same thing. And then the British Isles and the Scandinavian areas. So I could not only go see all this, but I could also find some of the pieces of my own heritage, like my grandmother's Swedish heritage, and going out to Sweden and all that. So that is really what I want to do. And I will tell you straight up, Joe, I know you said we could never get you on a cruise ship. For the most part, and I'm saying 95% of the time, you don't even realize you're on a cruise ship. They're so big,
well,
you don't know.
No, it's generally I don't generally get motion sickness. It would take a lot for me to really feel anything like that. No, it's one, the idea that I'm in a floating city in the middle of nowhere. It's just that would trigger my anxiety like you would not believe. And
I'm definitely worried about my claustrophobia, but you've got unlimited money, so we get one with a balcony. It'll be fine.
Yeah, you definitely want the balcony.
Well, I mean, actually,
and then the second thing is it's a floating petri dish.
It is. Well, that's the thing too, is that if you take your precautions, you'll be fine. Nobody came back from from this last cruise sick at all. Last year, Scarlett came back with COVID, but nobody else did. And she's great. No one else got it because she just lives in her bedroom. So
must be a teenage girl thing.
Oh, it is absolutely a teenage girl thing. But it was just it's one of those things that there's so much for you to do. And that's what my wife and I love doing. It's just going. Our nightlife is insane because we've done resorts. Like, we used to go to resorts with my mother and my stepfather and, my sister's family and all that. And it's like everything kind of stops at 9 o'clock unless you want to go into town and you want to do all that. On a cruise ship, we did our first cruise. We didn't get back to our cabin on most nights until after 1 a.m. because there's so much nightlife. And I'm not talking casinos either because I don't gamble, but like piano bars and whiskey bars and so much music. And there's just so much life at night on these things. It's great. It's so much fun. And again, you don't realize you're on a cruise. I mean, hell, this last cruise, we went to the club every night. DJ Enzo was like the worst, most like depressing DJ ever because it's like, okay, no drinks on the dance floor. No cigarettes on the dance floor. I swear to God, I'll shut this thing down if I see a drink on the dance floor. So my brother-in-law and I kept making fun of that the entire, like, oh, DJ Enzo's going to shut it down. But we just, it's just one of those things. It's just like, it's just like you don't realize that you're on the sea until you go out on the deck because you want to be out on the deck. You want to breathe that fresh sea air and just enjoy that cool night air. It's just amazing. But yeah, I want to take a boat from one end of the world to the other with just my feet touching the areas where we can't touch water.
Yep.
So that's me.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. And if I had enough money for all my friends, I would definitely take all my friends on a cruise, even if it might not be the around the world cruise. I think I could generously spring for a Disney cruise for everybody because you don't have to be a child to enjoy a Disney cruise. Especially now they're coming out of New York, and I don't feel like fucking paying for airfare anywhere now, even if I was like obscenely rich.
Private jet.
Oh, yeah, oh my God! No, I do a private jet. It'd be like just have some guy there that's like the private jet in the first Iron Man movie. We all get drunk, and the stewardess just turn into pole dancers.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
You sell the jump seat to a Supreme Court judge, and you get some stuff going on that you like.
Oh, yeah. Well, I could do that. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Money and corruption. I love it. Sounds great. Maybe I get my stuff passed.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. All right. Well...
I will say, Andy, I like your idea of like multiple different cruises because, I've seen some videos and some like reviews of like that around the world like Queen Mary 2 cruise, and most people seem to love it. Except one thing I noticed is that a lot of them think after 3 or 4 months or so, everything you start kind of running out of like things to do.
Yeah. Exactly. And when you think about some of the ports that you want to go into, like I just recently, I didn't really learn about it. I knew it existed. But like watching some of the cruise videos, because again, the cruise line industry is a YouTube industry as well. Looking at some of the cruises to like French Polynesia, and I'm like, oh, I want to go to there. And those are smaller ships. Those are like, yacht-sized ships. And it's just like, oh, man, that would just be beautiful. I want to do that. And then that way, too, I can compare cruise lines and be a little bitch about it like I was this time. All right, Mike. I believe you have 2 pages.
Well, buckle up, Buttercup. We're going on a global spanning adventure here. Now, I had envisioned this for like just me and Jonna, but I would be if I could invite you guys with me, and you had several months of free, I would be more than happy to have you all along with me. But we are going to start off. The only flight we're using is getting to Munich, where we're going to stay at a place called Tropical Islands Resort.
Ooh.
It's about maybe 40 miles or so south of Munich, I believe. And it is the world's largest indoor water park.
Ooh.
It's actually look up on YouTube some of the videos in this. It is built inside a World War II Zeppelin hangar.
Oh wow!
It is a massive, like oblong dome built out of concrete, and they built an entire water park there that you can stay at overnight. And of course, I'd want the waterfall suite, which is a kind of a suite right on top of a waterfall that goes down to the big swimming pool in there. And there are restaurants. There are like small little tent villages you can stay at. There's a wave pool. There's water slides galore. It's just something that I've heard about and I've seen videos on it. It looks so cool, especially at night. Because
what was it called again?
Tropical Islands Resort in Germany. And like I've seen, like there's a video I've seen online of like someone just doing a walk around it in the middle of the night, and it's just like the pathways are all lit up. There's an entire like kind of mini tropical forest inside the park. It looks amazing. I've heard that it's not always the cleanest in some places. Like, it's not like Disney level, but I just think that the whole experience would be really cool.
Yeah, make sure you're up on your tetanus shots. You're going to be okay.
Yeah, no problem.
By the way, translating Tropical Islands Resort to German is Tropisch Inseln Resort.
I think it's actually just called Tropical Island Resort. I think that's actually spelled.
I know that. I just figured that, you should learn a little bit of German if you're going to be doing that, right?
I know a little German. He's about 4 foot tall. Thank you.
Yeah, that's like when I talk about visiting abroad, and then I ask, what's your name?
Anyway, after that, we take a bus or a taxi to Berlin. Sorry. Tropical Islands Resort is south of Berlin, not Munich.
Mm-hmm.
But then we take a train. We take trains from Berlin to Munich, and I explore the city. We explore the city because one of my favorite adventure games was called Gabriel Knight 2: The Beast Within, and it took place in and around Munich, and they actually used settings from the city and the surrounding countryside for the game. And one of the big places that is in the game that I would love to visit would be Neuschwanstein Castle. But then after that, this one's for mainly for Jana. But we take trains from Munich to Admont, Austria, to visit the Admont Abbey Library. She sent me pictures of this thing. It looks spot on for the Beast's Castle Library from Beauty and the Beast. It looks amazing. And, John is a massive, massive reader, so she would be absolutely in heaven there. And then from there, we take some trains to Prague. And once there, we hop on the Venice Simplon Orient Express to Paris. Because, the Orient Express doesn't exist anymore, but this is like the modern equivalent.
It Mike, it actually technically still exists. Because we watched a travel video on it.
Well, I think it's this, because this one's called the Venice Simplon Orient Express.
Yes. Okay. Yep. It's definitely under different ownership now.
Yeah, money, no objects, so we take the suite, obviously.
Yeah.
And then once we get in Paris, we visit Disneyland Paris, of course. And then we explore the city for a while. And then we take some trains to northern Spain, to the city of Bilbao. Mm-hmm. And there we hop on a ferry to England across the Bay of Biscay. Which is... I don't know if you'd be all that crazy about it, Joe, because Bay of Biscay ferry is known as one of the more rough.
Again, the motion sickness. I don't suffer from motion sickness. It's not the motion of the ocean that bothers me.
Okay. But yeah, I've heard about this one. It is apparently a really gorgeous one. You can see the dolphins and whales on the ferry, and that gets us into England. I'm not sure where exactly. I think it's into Southampton because that's their big dock there. But anyway, from there we take a train to London, and of course, we have to explore London and the surrounding countryside.
Why not?
Big Anglophiles here. After we're done with that, we take the Caledonian Sleeper train to Aberdeen, up in Scotland. And then there's a double ensuite cabin in there, so you obviously sleep there. And then we take the Northlink ferry up to Shetland, which is the northernmost island in the British Isles.
That's where the ponies are.
Yes, the Shetland ponies. And of course, we use the premium outside 2-berth cabin there. But then, we just explore the isle, just taking in some of the gorgeous scenery up there before we hop back on the Northland ferry and take that back to Aberdeen. Then we hop on a train to Edinburgh and do some exploration around there. Then we hop on another train to Inverness and we explore the Loch Ness, and we discover the Loch Ness monster and become famous. Then we take the trains from Inverness to Southampton again, hop on the Queen Mary 2 transatlantic cruise, and we take 7 or 8 days, I believe, to get to New York City.
Yes.
All right, page 2. So then we explore, we take some time in New York City, maybe taking a Broadway show or two. From there, we take a train to Chicago, then a train from Chicago to Seattle, just taking in the entire U.S. countryside there. And do a little bit of exploration around Seattle, because I haven't been there. I've been to Seattle since I was 15. So, up to Space Needle and stuff like that. And then we take a train from Seattle up to Vancouver. I've never been, but I know John has, and it's gorgeous. And I've always wanted to visit Vancouver. Then we take a cruise from Vancouver down to San Francisco. I've never been to San Francisco, so John would have to direct me around there. She's been there many, many times. Then we take a cruise from San Francisco up to Alaska, and then out to Japan.
Ooh.
Yes. Big, nice long cruise there. And, of course, since we're in Japan, we visit Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disney Sea. Those are 2 parks I have always wanted to visit, especially Tokyo Disney Sea. It is apparently the most themed theme park in the world. It looks absolutely stunning. Then, from there, we take another cruise to Shanghai, where we go to Shanghai Disneyland. Then we take a cruise to Hong Kong, where we go to Hong Kong Disneyland. Then we take another cruise back to Tokyo, and then we rent a camper van and explore Japan. Some of the sightseeing, and especially for some of the sites that I've seen in a number of my favorite anime, specifically Laid Back Camp, Ochi the Rock, and No Nunbiori. So just kind of paddled our way around Japan, down Okinawa up to Hokkaido, etc. And then we get back to Tokyo. We return our camper van. We hop on a cruise from Tokyo to Hawaii. Do a nice little Hawaiian jaunt around there, visiting some of the sites around there, some of the countryside. And then we wrap it up with a cruise back to San Diego, where we end the trip.
Nice.
I planned this one out.
Yeah, that is.
Hey, when you said money no object, I took that as a challenge.
Yeah, okay. Well, the interesting is too, especially because I always call them the Disney Surf and Turf cruises, where they have go to the parks and then you take the cruise. It's like you need the cruise to relax from the parks. So that's a pretty good itinerary there.
I thank you.
So you globe-trotting like Indiana Jones there, Mike.
Exactly. We travel by map.
Right.
So, my physical therapy, they put on the game show channel all day.
Yeah.
And so this just sounded like a rundown, like several rundowns from the Showcase Showdown on The Price is Right.
Yes, I win them all.
Including the writing. You know, it's like, and then after that, you go on this tour.
Well, many people don't know this, but I actually was one of the hostesses on Price is Right for a couple of years.
Ah.
You know, they do have hosts now.
Oh, no, I was a hostess.
Okay.
Like the people turning the letters and whatnot.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. So if I may indulge real quick,
Absolutely.
I just want to add a quick addendum to mine as well. That after we cruise around the world in all sorts of different boats and whatnot, when we get back, take a week off, recoup, and then what I want to do is I want to take like a year doing nothing but going on like themed cruises. Like the 80s cruise and the Chris Jericho, wrestling cruise and whatever the hell else other, like mid-tier celebrity, the New Kids on the Block cruise. And just do that for like a full year.
The Rick Springfield Cruise Spectacular.
There is actually a Rick Springfield Cruise Spectacular. Oh my God.
I know. I didn't say that for no reason.
I'm legitimately shocked John Bon Jovi doesn't have one because every girl I went to high school with is like, yeah, we saw John Bon Jovi this weekend. Really? Why?
I believe he's actually a guest on the Rick Springfield Cruise Spectacular.
I wouldn't doubt that. But oh, good Lord. But yeah, no, that's so. Yeah, this was fun. This was a lot of fun, and now we want to go on another vacation.
Yeah.
There's a lot of rum and Disney in our picks here. So excellent.
The shocking thing is, all the cruises I have on my itinerary there, I've never been on a cruise.
I know. Well, we got to remedy that, Mike.
Yeah, I know.
We got to. Well, now again, the Disney Cruise Line is going to be sailing out of New York.
Yeah,
you don't even have to
issue
take
is I've never been bothered to get around to getting a passport.
That might be an advisable thing to do at some point in your adulthood. I know. They last for 10 years.
I know.
So definitely, I will highly recommend that. As your travel advisor, I would highly recommend you get a passport soon.
Yes, I know.
So anyway,
John's been bugging me because I believe one of the times I fly out there, she's probably going to want to do a cruise at some point.
I don't disagree with her, and I think you need to do that.
I know, like both San Diego and Los Angeles are big cruise destinations. So
yeah, and those will take you. Usually, they'll take you to if you don't want to do like a huge cruise. Usually, they'll take you up to Vancouver.
Yeah,
and sometimes all the way up to Alaska.
Yeah. I mean, either one I'd be down for, but like I said, in my itinerary, I would really like to check out Vancouver.
Yep,
Yeah,
I've always wanted to go to Vancouver as well.
Yeah, that cruise ship that I was saying my boss was on, where they rescued the people, it was one of those small cruises where they're like, oh, you just want to come hang out in the bridge? Okay, hey,
enjoy.
We'll let you drive the boat for a minute. Just hold the helm.
I just want to sound the horn. That's all.
So yeah, it was that kind of cruise.
Nice.
There you go. They'd let you do that.
Yep. I will say, out of all the Alaska cruises, because first of all, we asked James, if you had your choice between going to Alaska for a cruise or Scandinavia for a cruise, and he's like immediately Scandinavia. Okay, no problem. But the Princess apparently is like the best for Alaskan cruises because they'll do stuff like some of the excursions are the same that everybody has, like the helicopter and the dog sledding and all that. But they also have kayaks that you can come straight off the ship and hop into a kayak and just kayak towards the glaciers. It's really cool. I think I would want to do that. So.
I know a lot of the ideas from mine came from a YouTube channel I've gotten into, a guy named Scottish guy named Steve Marsh.
Okay.
And he recently posted a video of a Herzegruten cruise line in Norway. It goes like right up along the shoreline up into the Arctic Circle, and it just drives by so many of the fjords, and some of the shots he was getting were just absolutely jaw-droppingly gorgeous.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I would not mind doing that one either.
So,
Pining for the fjords.
No, I'm not a dead parrot.
All right. Well, guys, thank you so much. That was a fun conversation.
Yeah.
And all right, so next episode, we're going back to school because my daughter's going to college, and my wife and Joe's wife are going back to school to work. And my son's going back to school. Joe, your son's going back to school.
Yep.
I'm not.
I know. Mike and Catherine, I'm sure you know somebody who's going back to school. And there's either as an occupation or as a student. You know both our wives, so that's your excuse to say I know somebody who works.
And original recipe Coke.
Yeah,
that's right. Going back to school as well. So anyway, to celebrate our back to school episode, we're going to talk about our experience with our college go-to movies. Now, that can be movies that we watched multiple times in college, either because they were our comfort films or that maybe we were introduced to them in college as well, and maybe your college brain just works a little better than your high school brain when it comes to finding movies. So I'd be interested in hearing from our listeners what your go-to college movies were. Even if you didn't go to college, maybe in that time that you were just like thinking about going to college, but you're still just taking 4 gap years, what were the movies that you decided that you wanted to that you would want to talk about? Because I just rediscovered one a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, oh, I'd love to do this. So we're going to be talking about that. So you can let us know by following us on our socials, which is Facebook at Geek Salad Podcast, and on Blue Sky at Geek Salad Radio. If you're new to the show, hi there, welcome. You can check out all our episodes wherever you're listening to this podcast right now. Check us out also on our social medias. Let us know what you thought about the episode and where you would want to go for your vacation. And also, Mike and I host a little podcast right here on our YouTube channel called Retro Movie Reviews. We took a couple of weeks off because Mike was away. But we have been talking about 80s sci-fi fantasy movies since July. And
this week we're not doing an 80s sci-fi fantasy.
No, we are not. We're, in fact, not really even going that retro on there either. So
this is probably the newest movie we've ever done.
Yep, so chances are you're going to listen to this afterwards. So make sure that you subscribe to our YouTube channel at Geek Salad Podcast. And until next time, I'm Andy.
I'm Mike.
I'm Joe.
I'm Catherine.
Go forth and be nerdful. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. Bye.
The third day of my summer vacation.
Hey, elephant!
I woke up.
That's fine.
Then I went downtown to look for a job.
That's fine, young
Then
man.
I got a job.
Young man.
Keeping people from hanging
Young
out
man.
in front of the drugstore.
Young man.
Fourth day of
Thank you.